Okay, hello everyone. So we'd like to talk about something about this third project, story comparison project, in the short video. First of all, if you have read this guideline, the general idea of the story comparison project is to compare two groups of your choice. Say this is one group and the other group. You can say based on the region of purchase or vessels. Okay, in my example, I'm using flag vessel. Okay, and I picked USA for one group and the other group is France in my case. And what I'm comparing in my project right here in my example is I'm comparing their total slaves embarked, okay, to see if they're equal, okay, for their means. So that's the general idea. In order to do that, first of all, you need to choose your two groups, and that can be set in your data set. Okay, go to the transatlantic slave trade. You can set, in my case, I did flag vessel. I can pick two countries. You don't have to do that. You can do other ones of your choice, right? For example, you can choose itinerary and pick two groups. Okay, make sure you're picking only two groups. And you also need to decide which one you are comparing. I'm comparing the total embarked. So you need to make sure the total embarked is going to be in your visible column when you download your data set. And so right now here, after I've entered a few filters, okay, I've got a data set of 827 entries, not too big, not too small. And I also need to check that I have USA and France. Okay, both data set have like enough data values for me to compare. All right. Once you have this, make sure you are downloading, okay, in your Slate Voyager State website, download Excel, excuse me, here, Excel. Okay, and it should be filtered. What's going on here today? Yeah, so filter the results with the visible columns. Make sure you have your quantitative and qualitative variables both represented there. Okay, so, excuse me, not this one here. Yeah, it should be total slaves embarked. All right, once you have downloaded your data set, go to your StatCrunch and hit the data and then load your data from your computer, right? And once you finish that, okay, once you have that, okay, check to see if your qualitative variable and quantitative variables are in. Okay, I have my qualitative, which help us to determine the two groups, and my quantitative, which is total slaves embarked in the same data set. So we can start to do the comparing. But the issue is for the total embarked right now, it has two groups all in the same data set, right? They're not in two different columns. So there is a very good feature in the StatCrunch that can help us to split the total embarked based on the flag vessel in my case. So you can go to arrange and then split. I'm splitting the total embarked in my case based on the flag vessel. You can decide to open a new data table or just remain in the same data table. If I do compute, it will say new column have been added. So those are the two new columns, okay? In my case, I have total slaves embarked in France and total embarked in USA vessels, okay? So those are the two groups of data set I need to compare. And then the next will just be going to the stat and then go tstat and to sample with data. And first value will be France total embarked. Second one will be USA total embarked. Make sure you're hitting your perform hypothesis test for mu1 minus mu2, comparing their difference of means. And it's also suggested you click summary stats for us to see what these two groups, their summary stats are. All right, so go ahead and hit compute, excuse me. And here we go. I'm getting this output, right? Okay, the title is true sample T hypothesis test. Make sure include the title. I can tell that in my output, the first group is mean of France total embarked. Second is mean of USA total embarked. And then it also gives me the sample stats table. There are 150 voyages from France and 254 voyages from USA that comes with the total slaves embarked data. and their mean are 211 for France voyages and 112 for those American voyages, with the corresponding standard deviation listed. And then, of course, most importantly, we need to have the hypothesis tested results. Okay, we're comparing the means. Okay, so mean difference of the means. You need to include your test stat, okay, of t-stat and degrees of freedom, and use the p-value to make your decision whether to reject or fail to reject null hypothesis. All right, so that's the video that you will need to use for doing your third project. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. All right.